Californians throughout the last few months have bared witness to a record-breaking fire season. Yet, for being record-breaking, it's far from irregular. California's fire seasons have been consistently breaking records for the past decade. It's become a common occurrence for fire seasons to be worse than the previous. This consistently gradual rise in fires can be attributed to the ever-changing environment at the hands of people. We sat down with fire engineer Renee Finker for more insight on the issue at hand.
I have noticed that fires within California and around the United States, and as we've seen in Australia, have grown year over year, primarily due to climate change and the change in our weather patterns. I think also due to the wind shifts and the strange number of heat waves we've seen in areas that don't normally have those type of heat waves.
The average temperature during California's summer has been rising considerably over the past century, due to factors such as carbon emissions, synonymous with the growing industrial world that has been sprouting in California. Fires have plagued California long before the sudden uprise we're seeing today. When a large fire burned down a San Lorenzo house in 1865, it became clear that an entire city could be lost to such a disaster. In response to such a threat, the Santa Cruz Volunteer Fire Department was founded in 1877. Consisting of a hand-drawn hook ladder. A water system was eventually developed in order to further the concept of fire awareness. Fires would continue to plague California for decades, all the way up until today. When regarding these past fire experiences throughout California's history, it is important to understand the growing concern today. With each square representing 10,000 acres burned, orange represents the area burned in California throughout 2020, with the remainder including everything in California burned since 2011. There are ways, however, to combat this threat, while also simultaneously helping the fire department with the use of defensible space.
The importance of defensible space will help us in the firefight against saving your home. Having 100 feet of dispensable space from your home encourages the fire's ability to slow down as it approaches your home, and it will also help to mitigate the amount of fuels that lead up to your homes, which can make it so that there's no embers that come and rest somewhere within your home, which can cause your home to start on fire.
Our influence over the climate directly impacts us and the world surrounding us. With the continuation of people's destructive habits, fire seasons will only continue the trend they have been following for the past few decades. It's up to us in order to combat this threat, through physical protections, along with actions taken to mitigate the fires in the future.
I think that being educated is key. There's a lot of great resources out there for people to be educated safely and in their own time. Readyforwildfire.org is the best one. It's one that CAL FIRE pushes, and it's an easy way to educate yourself at your own pace. I would say that if we're downplaying forest fires, we should think about the lives that have been lost in the last couple of years from them, specifically Paradise. And then obviously here, our entire valley was very much affected. We were fortunate that we only had one loss of life during the CZU incident this year, but as someone who was out fighting fires for 17 days straight in our backyard, I would say that if we're downplaying these fires, we need to be educated.